Just about set now for football in the Spanish capital of Madrid. Today, a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go for the first ever NFL game in Madrid. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
At the 28-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Tua now on 3rd down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And he'll get the penalty yardage back, and more than that. He's a couple yards short of the first down, a gain of 13.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
First down, Washington.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Marshall on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And he's in! John Bates. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll step up and run this. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now, just to the throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for H.M. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. The drive will start on the ground, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down, and they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return, here's Washington. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for 2. Dulcich open, downfield, it's complete. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
In motion is Hill. Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest, is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's H.A. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's good.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective, both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
In motion is Hill. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter from 6 yards out. It's first and goal as we are ready to get back underway. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. H.A. will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Patterson now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pass caught. That's Lane. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
14. And the Washington first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll motion over Samuel. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That pass taken in by McCory. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Taken in by Burks. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Washington.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he'll take it on in. Harry, touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Make the handoff. Now, Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A run up the middle with Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Begin with a zone read. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take off again. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 45 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
First and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Dolphins 14.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. In motion is Hill. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that line.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Play action. Tagovailoa. Look wide. Get this run complete. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Gain on the play.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with a chance. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Commanders offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' first down.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Away at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Caught left side, that's Ertz. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Third down.
Third and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Commanders first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's down at the 3. What a run.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krusty-Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
28, Dolphins 17.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The bootleg, here's Tua. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Julian Hill, a gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Well run with Achan. He'll pop this ahead for about 4. But it will set up third down
at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Man in motion here is Washington.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Dolphins first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Uh-oh. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
trouble, and down he goes. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw on the run is complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical, because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the 1st, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Achane. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. The Commanders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And we're seeing this all across the league, Mike. These running backs now, they're being used more and more in the passing game. But it's the downfield passing game we don't really see all of them have the ability to do. But in this case, it's a great route, good ball placement. Just didn't quite play the ball right downfield, and it's probably a ball he should have caught.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the 1st half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On 2nd down, here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And 8.
Now it's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
On fourth down, Tagovailoa. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that fourth down stop.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right side. Catch made by McClure. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Off the RPO, this one to McClure. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Samuel. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So you find yourself playing with the 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
His kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Tua. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw. A throw on the move is caught. A gain there of 11. First down, Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That's caught on the right side by Waddle. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikhine. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Michigan man, Mikey Samer, still getting in on the corner blitz, and he comes up with a sack.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
This is the point in the game, Mike, we're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
They'll motion over Samuel. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Washington.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now, faking the give. moving outside the pocket, and he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The bootleg, here's Tua. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
He's got a man, Westbrook-Akine, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. They're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua to throw again. Forced out left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
It is 2nd and 9. Man in motion, heading left. On play. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. But I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls in.
And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Tua. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
They'll motion over Samuel. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
And 10 at the 14-yard line.
Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Has caught. That's Lane. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Tua now on 3rd down. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. The throw on the run is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
33-yard line.
Here comes second down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That went out wide to A-Chain. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
One last throw here for Tua. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed. And they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. What a day from Madrid, as we say so long from the Spanish capital.